Hi everyone, welcome.
Everybody.
We are the Kennedys, and we see all of our regulars in our expansive infinite front row. From all over the world, we've got folks here from France and Sweden and England and Canada and, of course, all over the United States. And we love that. We love our little community that we've built. First off, can you hear us? Let us know, because, well, things happen. And while I'm looking for affirmation that you can hear us, I want to say welcome if you're new. We do this every week. This is our 105th episode, weekly episode. We haven't missed one yet. And so, and it's just, we started this up at the beginning of the pandemic because we just wanted to play music. All of our gigs had been canceled. And it turned out that there was a lot of people around the planet who just wanted to get together and feel some human contact, enjoy some music, and forget about the bad stuff for an hour every week. And I don't see that you hear us. Do you? Oh, it sounds great. Okay, good. If you haven't subscribed yet, we invite you to do so. If you're watching on YouTube, there should be a little button down there. Hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so that you'll know when we post a new video. Also, give us the thumbs up because that improves the quality of the stream. And if you are new, all of our previous shows are archived in our YouTube archive. So that's there too. I think we'll just, we'll get going. Today, our show theme is all songs of peace.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, since Ricky's in the audience, that's his real name's Ken, by the way. Ricky 12 String loves the birds, and this is a Pete Seeger song. We're gonna do a few Pete Seeger songs, I think, in this episode.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
A time to
that song's got everything that we've experienced in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
A time to refrain from embracing,
Mm-hmm.
and a time for peace that's not too late.
And Pete wrote it in the late 50s, I think. Or,
Before Vietnam.
I think so. And, of course, the Byrds did it, but Pete also based it on Ecclesiastes, right?
Yeah,
Which
yep.
was written in, who knows,
So some
you
of
know, centuries ago, and it's still relevant.
yeah. Yep. Well,
Remember he played
oh, I wanted to mention, because I glanced down in the middle of this,
Uh-huh.
someone said that they were impressed that you made a Strat sound like a 12-string.
Well, you can play in octaves. Like I'm playing an A there and an A up here. So by doing that, I can go A, D, F sharp, G, A. Since I don't have the 12 string with me. Also, when you play a bird song and you play an A chord, usually when I play A, I would use the 5th string as the bottom note.
Uh-huh.
But the Byrds, the way David Crosby played, you always had the 6th string. So it's,
Yeah.
and when he played a B minor, he would have the 6th string in there too.
Well,
Just his sound. He usually played with the D string tuned down.
as long as we're doing a Birds how-to here, why don't you show our viewers the Roger McGuinn banjo roll technique?
Yeah, because he was a banjo player too. So he played. Well, he could play either way with a pick, with a thumb pick, or with just fingers. But on a song like that, he would go. I'm doing an alternating roll. Thumb, index, thumb, middle. Thumb, index, thumb, middle. So the thumb plays the melody notes, and the fingers keep playing on the 2 high strings. Even when you go up. It gets that chime, the Roger McGuinn chime.
It's a pretty sound just on its own, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a banjo technique, but you do it on guitar.
Well, moving right along, a lot of people asked for this song, but I think we got our first ever request from Andre Dr. Is. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I know you're in the chat, and I believe you're in France, but I'm not sure. But you asked for this song, Andre, so we're going to do this for you. This is another, this is one of those songs that when we were watching all the footage of the refugees coming out of Ukraine, there were pianos right at the border when they crossed into Poland. And on one day I saw, actually 2 of the songs that we're going to play today were songs that the Polish piano players were playing as the refugees came out. And I thought it was interesting that these songs that are in the English language are so universal.
And also the relief, the people bringing relief would bring the essentials: food, water, shelter, clothing,
Music.
and music, and pianos. Pianos are right in there. That's just so beautiful.
All right, this is a John Lennon classic, Lennon and McCartney song, Imagine. 2, 3, 4. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And imagine all the people sharing all the world. Yeah. What a concept. I've been really impressed with Chef Andre. Chef Andre is out there. I saw him on the news even this morning, just cooking meals, providing meals and just comfort and a smile after days of walking across the country with all kinds of horrible things happening to these innocent people in this unprovoked war. And Chef Andre especially touched us early on in this conflict because I was looking for the right charity to donate to, and I wanted it to be a charity that didn't take a lot of administrative costs and stuff. And we knew about Chef Andre before, and then we saw him on the news. I'm like, that's the guy. Yeah. So for the past, this will be the third week now, we are giving 10% of our tips to the World's Central Kitchen. They're not just operating in Ukraine, although that's the concentration now, but they still have operations all over the world. And so if you would like to, if you're able to, help us out with your tips, we deeply appreciate it, and we've been surviving on your kindness for the last 2 years. 10% of that will go this week, as in the last 2 weeks, to the World Central Kitchen. Yeah. And you can donate at Venmo.com/the_Kennedys or PayPal.me/TheKennedysMusic. There's other options if you go to our website, KennedysMusic.com, and you'll see on the right-hand side of the page, there's an image of a tip jar. Just click on that and you'll see various options, Zelle, P.O. Box, and all that sort of thing. So thank you again for your generosity, not only to us, but to the folks who are helping the most needy in a time of war. All right.
We played a Beatles song.
Yeah.
I think a Beatles song always calls for another Beatles song.
Another Beatles song?
Oh, let's do this and then we'll do another Beatles song.
Okay.
I
thought you were going to say we did a Beatles song that's an English writer, so we'll do another song by another English writer.
That's what I was going to say.
He was going to say.
That's what I was going to say.
This is a terribly tragic song written by Richard Thompson, and I think didn't you say you asked him about this?
Yeah, I chatted with him in New York, and I told him, of course, how much we love this song. And it was during the Iraq War, and I said, it sounds like you wrote it about Northern Ireland, but it could apply to the Iraq War too. And he, of course, he agreed with that. And it applies now too. Sadly, it applies over and over, but it's such a beautifully written song by Richard Thompson.
And it really reminds me, every time I see an image on the news of a shell-shocked woman with her child or an elderly person, I think of this song, just how the shelling just knocks the sense out of a person.
Yeah.
Oh, she danced in the street with the guns all around her, all torn like a rag doll, barefoot in the rain. And she sang like a child, Daddy, oh, how will I ever be simple again? She sat by the banks of the dirty gray river and tried for a fish with a worm on a pin. There is nothing but fever and ghosts in the water. Oh, how will I ever be simple again? War was my love and my friend and companion. What did I care for the pretty and plain? But her smile was so clear, and my heart was so troubled. Oh, how will I ever light cornfields in Maine. And I wanted to weep, but my eyes ached from trying. Oh, how will I ever be simple again? So graceful she moved through the dust and the ruin. Happy she was in her dances and games. Oh, teach me to see with your innocent eyes and love. Oh, how will I ever be simple again? Oh, how will I ever be simple again? Oh, devastating song that is. We're gonna bring some light in. This is a song that our dear old friend Grace Fernari asked for, and this is we've never done a George Harrison show. We should do a George Harrison show one of these
whole
days.
theme
A whole show.
All George, yeah.
It's great songs.
All George, all the time.
Including this one. Also in the key of G.
Yeah.
If you're playing along at home. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me life, give me life, give me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. My Lord, please take hold of my hand, that I might understand you. Won't you please, oh, won't you give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me life, give me life, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. My won't you please, oh, won't you give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me life, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. Give me love, give me love, give me peace on earth, give me life, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul. My Lord. I think
It's a good vibe.
I think it's time now. Over the past few weeks, as you can still see, we are still in Florida, not for long. But while we've been here, we've been showing our shell faces, you know? And the other day I was walking down the beach, and that's really become my meditation, walking on the beach and looking for shell faces. But the other day I was doing it, I didn't see any faces. But you know what I saw? And I was so consumed with the news and everything. I started seeing hearts. So I started picking up shell hearts, and there were so many of them, and I thought it was a sign from the universe. So I'm sharing it with you now. Isn't that great? All those right on the beach. I mean, some of them are, you have to use your imagination a little bit. But there's some real perfect hearts in there. And I thought, that's the universe at work. That's the universe at
There's
work.
a song we'll have to play sometime about Bob Newirth,
Yeah.
where he's walking on the same story. He's walking in the sand, on the sand, and he looks down, and in the surf he sees a perfect heart-shaped stone.
Oh, yeah.
That's a beautiful song.
Well, it goes to show that
find
when you're looking for the good, you can find it. You know.
Yeah.
Although I wasn't looking for the hearts, but once I saw that first one, I started looking for them, and they were everywhere. So that's for all of you, because you're our hearts. All right, we're gonna do this next song. We're gonna dedicate this to Jill and Don Seagraves. They did not ask for the song, but they're big Neil Young fans. And when we were putting this set together, I remembered this song. This is one that we used to play when we were DJs on our Sirius radio show. We had our Dharma Cafe every. That was a Sunday show too, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
But I remember how much I liked the song, and how true it is right now. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm living with war every day. don't have a choice. You just don't have a choice. There's always a war.
Yeah.
You live with it, but you gotta do your part, whatever you can do, even if it means singing a song of peace.
Yeah.
One little thing, one little bit of good, counteracts a little bit of the bad stuff.
And out of the billions of people in the world, how many of them actually want that? One right now, yeah.
One guy. Anyway, we're going to save our anger for next week's show. We're going to stick with peace right now. Bob Broughton asked for this one. A bunch of people asked for this one, but we're going to send this one out to Bob. And this is, you got to do a Dylan song, right? Got to, dude.
Yeah.
If you're doing these kinds of songs.
I also want to send this one out to our friends Happy and Jane.
Yeah.
Happy Tron, because Happy was in the basement of Folk City when Bob Dylan wrote this song.
Mm-hmm.
And Happy's group, the New World Singers, were the first ones to record it because they first people to ever even hear it.
Yep.
And so I'm sure Happy said, you know, Bob, that's a keeper, I think. and it is. It's still a keeper now, all these years later.
I know all of the folks watching who can play an instrument or even sing. You'll know this song. We're doing it in the key of G.
It's in G.
Ready?
Yeah.
You kick it up.
1, 2, 3, 4. when you're playing a G and you want it to really ring out,
Mm-hmm.
if you do a G like this with these two fingers on the high strings, and you do the bottom of the G chord, then when you go to C, you keep those where they are and just play the bottom of the C. And the D, you play the bottom of the D.
And you got the F2.
And the E minor, you play that. So you can play that whole song. I never moved these two. You get that drone, like a dulcimer, or just a drone is just
Drone
a
is a good thing.
powerful song.
I think of the drone as like
Powerful
being
sound.
the life force under everything.
Yeah, and it sounds a little bit like bells ringing too,
Yeah.
which is good for an anthemic song like that one.
This next one is another one of those songs that we heard the Polish piano player playing as the refugees came out. And I thought, you know, this song, we'll talk about it afterwards, because the power of a song like this under such horrible conditions is stunning.
Yeah.
And we'll talk a little bit about this. We're going to send this one out to Dan Unger. He asked for this song. Let me put my guitar down. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, they're also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I was thinking about all the visual images in this song, and it's all about nature and innocence. I always thought of the song as a song about, you know, people of all races are people, you know. But in the midst of a war, when people are coming through all that horror, there's all that horror around them, and yet underneath it all there is nature. And then there's the babies crying, there's the innocence. Those babies aren't taught about war just yet.
Yeah, they don't know about racism, war, violence, anything like that. And the fact that the song was written for and recorded by Louis Armstrong,
Yeah.
who's still a global icon, especially over in Europe. Everybody knows who Louis Armstrong is, even little kids. You know,
Yeah.
he's one of the great American inspirations globally.
Satchmo.
I hope America can still be a place that inspires people around the globe.
Well, we're gonna do this song. This is a song I love, and it's a Nick Lowe song. A lot of folks have asked for this one. We're gonna send this one out to Vicki Davis. She's among those who asked for it, and we haven't dedicated a song to her yet. I recommend that y'all go back and dig up some Brinsley Schwartz albums, because before Nick Lowe was in Rockpile or did his solo thing, he was in Brinsley Schwartz, and he was a lead singer, and he wrote. And they did this song first, even before Elvis did it. And it's such a great, I mean, Elvis Costello.
Costello.
And this is a perfect song for right now. It's called What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding. 2, 3, go. As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? Oh yeah, and each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I wanna know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? And as I've walked on through troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. Where I'm strong now, and who I've trusted, and where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Now where I'm strong, and tell me who I've trusted, and where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Ah, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Wow, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? That song makes me feel good. It always does. All right. Now, Elaine Mellon wrote. She asked for a lot of these songs we played today. We're going to send this one out to her. And she told me that she used to come see you play way before we even met. So over 30 years ago.
Yeah.
In the DC area, in the bars and clubs around DC.
Oh, yeah.
And she was a big fan of yours back in the day. And she found us here, I think, recently. So welcome, Elaine. We're going to do this song for you. A few people have asked for this one, but we've never done this song. Although we've played it live with Jesse Colin Young.
Twice in 1 year.
Twice in 1 year.
We played it in Central Park.
Yeah, that was
and
cool.
then we played it at the City Winery
Yeah.
a couple of months later, too. But to play it in Central Park, looking out and seeing all the people out there, and also just the buildings of New York all around us on a hot summer night. John Sebastian was playing with us, and
Melanie
and Maria Muldaur. And Jesse Colin Young was up front singing this song, and it was such a great.
It was like one of those moments, and everybody was singing along.
It was a vibe, man.
So we expect you to sing along with this one too. Ready? 2,
Yeah.
3, 4. Love is but a song we sing, fear's the way we die. You can make the mountains ring, make the angels cry. Oh, the bird is on the wing, and you may not know why. That's a good sing-along song.
That is. And for you music detectives, try to figure out who wrote it. It's a total mystery.
Really?
Yeah, several different people are credited with writing it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe somebody wrote it and gave it away, or it's
One of those
it would take a
mystery
whole
songs.
show to try to figure it out. But
We'll get Dateline to figure it out for us.
yeah, we'll put it on.
Well, Sam asked for this song, and we just love Jackie DeShannon. Yeah. He asked for a couple Jackie DeShannon songs, I think, but we settled on this one because it just it makes us feel good. It puts a little peace in our heart because it puts a little love in our heart.
Yeah.
That's the hint. Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3.
4.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Take a good look around, and when you're feeling down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. People now, put a little love in your heart every day now. Put a little love in your heart. It's up to you. Put a little love in your heart. I know you can. Put a little love in your heart. Ooh, put a little love in your heart. Yeah. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. That's one of those songs you could just keep singing that chorus over and over and over again.
That's like church all up in the ear. When you get to the end, you can just keep going with that. There's a wonderful photo of Jackie DeShannon and George Harrison
They
in
look
a
like
hotel.
kids.
Yeah, they're playing checkers or solitaire or something
Yeah.
like that, and they just look like two young kids away from home, which is exactly what they were on tour. She's such a spirit. Remember, we played at the Bottom Line right after 9/11.
Oh yeah.
And the house was dark. Nobody knew who was going to play. And at 8 o'clock, one spotlight came on, and it was Jackie DeShannon.
She sang that one song.
And she sang What the World Needs.
Oh,
Now
what
Is
the world
Love.
needs now is love. That's
Just
right.
a couple of weeks after 9/11.
It was, in fact, the everything south of 14th Street was still closed, so it was just for the neighbors. It was
Yeah.
just for the neighborhood, and it was a free show.
Yeah, and just to see her standing there, always she'll have a place in our heart just from that one moment.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to do one of our songs that a bunch of folks asked for, and it's a perfect song for a show, Songs of Peace, I think. This is our non-denominational, all-denominational, everybody under the tent gospel song.
Yeah.
Ready?
Key of C.
Can you feel the song rising up? Can you hear the language of love. Can we walk together the winding road up to the rising sun? Oh, was a time when we could only see waves of grain from sea to shining sea. Now the world is smaller, but our dreams are larger than they used to be. Whoa, whoa, come on and stand. Come on now, stand. Come on and stand. Plant your sword in the sand. In this age of unreason, there's a time and a season for love. Stand. Like a pilgrim traveling in disguise, I searched for God, I found it in your eyes. Now I know there is a place where sweet compassion never dies. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's between the darkness and the light, and the deepest stillness of the night. There's a fire that burns, where hearts will find their wings and take to fly. Whoa, whoa, come on and stand. Come on now, stand. Come on and stand. Plant your sword in the sand. In this age of unreason, there's a time and a season for love, love, love. Stand. No, we can't. Alleluia, Jesus, Brahma. People get ready, there's a train that's coming. Many different legends, just one story. All aboard the train that's bound for glory. Alleluia, Jesus, Brahma. People get ready, there's a train that's coming. Many different legends, just one story. All aboard the train that's bound for glory. Stand, come on and stand. Come on now, stand. Just plant your sword in the sand. Oh, stand. Come on, stand. Come on now, stand. Just plant your sword in the sand. Oh, stand. Come on, stand. Come on now, stand. Plant your sword in the sand. Oh, stand. Come on, stand. Come on now, stand. Plant your sword in the sand and stand. So, next week, we got so many requests for the show, and I saw that a lot of the songs were songs of peace, but a lot of the songs were protest songs. So we thought we would divide the show up. And there's some songs that kind of fit in both categories. I see we got some requests for songs that we're planning on doing next week that you asked for today. So be sure to tune in next week for songs of protest. I think we're going through the stages of grief, and we're getting into the anger part. I've actually been in the anger part for a while, but so next week, songs of protest. And also, we just announced a limited tour. We're going to try it again. We're going to try doing some indoor shows. And those shows are posted on our website. You can go to kennedysmusic.com. In the column there on the left, you'll see all the different clicks you can do. And there's a tour dates button. click on that and you'll see some tour dates. We're going to do the makeup shows for the 2 North Carolina shows that got canceled. We're going to do our old hometown club, Jam and Java in Vienna, Virginia is coming up. We're going to be in Frenchtown. Actually, we're going to do 2 shows where one's in a bookstore, one's in a library, and both of them are going to play music, and Pete's going to read from his Floodwood book. So it's kind of a dual thing. And we've got a few others that I'm blanking out at the moment, but our whole tour schedule so far is there. It's only a handful of shows, all in the Northeast, down to North Carolina. But we're trying it out again. We're going to see if it
Fingers
goes.
crossed.
Fingers
no
crossed.
variants or anything.
However, I will tell you that so many people have reached out to us and said how much their week revolves around the 2 o'clock Eastern time, this hour of this show every week. And they've asked us if we could keep it going for as long as we can, and we intend to do that for now. So as long as you want to be here, we're happy to be here too.
So even if we do a few live gigs, there won't be any interruption at all.
That's our plan.
Sunday shows.
That is our plan. So we're going to wind up like we have for the past few weeks, sending some peace and strength out to our Ukrainian brothers and sisters with their national anthem. 2, 3, 4. Thanks, everybody. You take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Keep each other safe. Put a little love in your heart and then send it out to the world, because I think that kind of energy, it floats above and it floats below, and I think it makes it to its path eventually. And the more who do that, the more successful we'll be, and we'll try and eliminate the bad stuff simply by putting out the good.
Remember, someone told us once, one person can do so much.
One person can do so much.
Think about
So
that.
think about that, and we'll see you here next week for Songs of Protest. Peace for now.
Peace.
Protest tomorrow.